Hey, I'm Kat Schiffler. I'm going to be a third-year graduate student in landscape architecture in the School for Environment and Sustainability. And we are out here at the campus farm at the Mathi Botanic Gardens. The overall idea around the landscaping here, which I've been working on for the past year with a group of people, is to thematically connect the world of annual edible plants and the agricultural landscape here at the farm, where vegetables are cultivated by students and delivered to M Dining and available to students to eat in the dining halls, to connect this landscape with the broader landscape of the botanical garden. The design concept came from a series of conversations that started when Jeremy, the farm program manager, had a chance to meet with Sean Sherman, the sous chef, a very prominent promoter of indigenous foodways. He's a Lakota chef based in Minneapolis, and he was here on campus and did a workshop with M Dining on incorporating indigenous foods in their offerings. And so Jeremy's proposal to an idea and something that I worked on with an interdisciplinary team of graduate students was how do we plant things in this landscape around the straw bale and in the food forest that were and are representative of pre-European food and medicinal crops. So last summer we had a really exciting public event here at the campus farm and at the straw bale. We invited 3 Anishinaabe ethnobotanists or plants experts to speak about indigenous foodways and ethnobotany for gardeners. And we invited the general public in, and it was also a forum in which 3 local experts, Scott Heron, Martin Reinhardt, and Shiloh Maples, shared ideas about specific plants for home gardeners, and also that would be appropriate for a landscape here. So the University of Michigan is located on traditional Anishinaabe land, the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe people. The idea that came up through the speaker series last summer was, how do you create a living land acknowledgement by highlighting plants that were and often continue to be used, specifically pre-European food and medicinal plants. And one exciting thing that we're working on is creating a planting plan where we have a whole bunch of edible perennial plants that connect these 2 spaces and create more interest for the visitor. So when they come off the bike trail here, we are expecting visitors to interact with the farm landscape and have more to look at, more to interact with. So here at the campus farm, we last year planted a pollinator strip where we replaced the sod on the sides of the farm fences and planted a wildflower meadow. And some things are more dominant now. We're hoping that in a year, 2 years' time, it'll be a really biodiverse mix of native plants, grasses, and forbs. This is the straw bale. This is a place where events happen, and we've had large banquets outside. And so the challenge that I've been working on is, how do we landscape this site, and how do we make it into an educational experience for people who want ideas for their own home gardens? So specifically, what kind of edible perennial plants would be appropriate for a home landscape here in southeastern Michigan. So some of the trees we planted are persimmons and pawpaws and elderberries and 4 different kinds of serviceberries. And then we planted a whole bunch of native and cultivated varieties of berries. And so the idea again is to connect these two landscapes through plantings. Here is one of the places we're proposing to install an archway. And these archways will be about 12 feet tall, and we'll invite the visitor to walk through them. The top of them will be a collage of used farm tools and garden tools. And this is a place where is a threshold between the farm landscape and the botanical gardens. And we're hoping to bring visitors through the space, create more attractions for the visitors, and a little bit more legibility in terms of this is a public space where you can walk, and also this is the place where you're transitioning to an agricultural setting and walking through edible perennial food forest on your way to the annual food crops grown at the farm. So here's another threshold from the parking lot and from the conservatory and office spaces and classrooms of the gardens. Here's an opportunity for a piece of public art that will bring people through the landscape, sort of get people on this trail and towards the farm. So we need your help to make these archways possible. We're looking for your old tools, and specifically we're looking for rakes, shovels, trowels, and any other steel tools that you have laying around. The idea is to use them in the archways and weld them and collage them together and really make a community piece of art.